Am I the asshole for telling my sister not to come to my wedding if she kept bringing up her miscarriage? Let's break it down. 3 years ago, my younger sister, Jen, had a miscarriage at 9 weeks. She and her partner, Scott, were absolutely devastated. I did everything I could to be there for them, but it was an incredibly tough time. A few months later, Scott left Jen. She told me it was because of the miscarriage, which just added to the heartbreak. I found it strange that none of their close friends were checking in on her, so I called her best friend to suggest we plan a girls' night. That is when I found out the real reason they broke up. Jen had cheated on Scott. When he confronted her, she blamed the miscarriage for her actions. Fast forward to 9 months ago when I got engaged. I was so excited and asked Jen to be my maid of honor, but things started to get weird. At our engagement party, Jen became completely inconsolable when she saw our friend's baby. The entire night, everyone's focus, including mine, was on her. I wasn't upset with her then. I figured seeing all these big family events reminded her of what she'd lost, so I gave her grace. But since then, she brings up her miscarriage at every single event related to my wedding, and I mean only at my wedding events. When I asked her to help me pick out flowers, she had a meltdown when she saw baby blue roses because she was convinced she was having a boy. We had to leave the shop. Then, when we went wedding dress shopping, she found a maternity bridesmaid dress and insisted on trying it on to see how she would have looked. She even started stuffing a cushion up the dress. At that point, I thought she'd genuinely lost her mind. I had to walk away. I've tried talking to her about going back to counseling, but she insists this is all just a normal part of grieving. She planned my bachelorette party, which I was so grateful for. But then I found out she'd sent every single guest a list of rules. No talking about pregnancy or kids, no wearing baby blue. The list went on. I confronted her, but I was gentle. I suggested counseling again and told her I was there for her, but I also said that if she wanted to impose any more rules on my wedding, she had to talk to me first. The final straw came when one of my best friends, who is also a bridesmaid, announced she was pregnant. She'll be about 7 months along at the wedding. After the announcement, Jen called her and told her it would be best if she didn't come to the wedding because Jen couldn't maintain her peace if she was forced to be reminded of her loss. When I found out, I absolutely lost it. I told Jen she was using her miscarriage to get attention. I said if she made one more demand or one more comment about it at any wedding related event, she was uninvited, and either way, she was no longer my maid of honor. Since then, Jen has been telling everyone that I kicked her out of my wedding just for being sad about her baby. In retaliation, I've told anyone who would listen the real reason she and Scott broke up. Now our friends and family are split. Half think I'm the asshole, half think she is. I'm still so incredibly angry, but I'm also stuck wondering if I'm right to be this mad or if I should be more understanding. After posting this, a few people said I went too far by telling people why she and Scott really broke up, and I can see that. But for context, I had multiple people calling me saying I was a horrible person for dumping my sister from the wedding after she lost a baby. They were saying she'd lost her partner and her sister all because of the miscarriage. I felt like I had to correct the narrative. I told them she didn't lose us because of the miscarriage. She lost us because of her actions since then. Her blaming the miscarriage is a pattern. I was hurt that she was painting me as someone who would be so cruel, so I lashed out to defend myself. Someone commented with the phrase weaponized grief, and that's exactly what it feels like. It's clear she never properly dealt with her grief at the time, but I'm shocked it's presenting itself this way right now. Maybe seeing me get married makes her think about what could have been with Scott, and the guilt over what she did has mixed with her grief and caused some kind of breakdown. I'm not sure, but seeing that most people agree I was right to set boundaries gives me some peace. Even so, if she's not at my wedding, I'll be absolutely devastated. So what do you think? Am I the asshole?